Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for. But please make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is going to be a very, very interesting show for you guys here today. Yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers played against the Indiana Pacers, a game in which I did not watch. That I later found out had a lot of storylines and a lot of drama that we're going to get to a little bit later today. But anyway, woke up this morning and I'm seeing highlights of buzzer beaters and all of this stuff. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Then I start checking other like sports places, and I open up my YouTube and I keep hearing this name of this player, Benedict Mathurin. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, right? And I'm like, okay, so what's going on? What's going on? Who is this guy? So I go and look him up. And apparently, Benedict Mathurin is an NBA rookie that came into the NBA, obviously, this season. And he has some pretty interesting comments about LeBron James before they met. And actually, we're getting this from an article that we got from fadeawayworld.net that we want to read a little bit of and then really get into this. So the article starts off with the headline: Benedict Mathurin will play LeBron James for the first time since his shocking comments. He's going to have to show me he's better than me. It continues on. Pacers rookie Benedict Mathurin has never been in short supply of confidence. Ahead of his first matchup against LeBron James tonight, one of his most legendary comments has resurfaced on social media. When he was drafted back in July, Mathurin made headlines for a rather bold quote about LeBron James. He said, before slipping off to his hotel room to make his final preparations for the draft, Mathurin said that there was one test, maybe the biggest of all, that he was particularly looking forward to as a rookie, his first game against the Lakers' Los Angeles star, LeBron James. A lot of people say he's great, Mathurin said. I want to see how great he is. I don't think anybody is better than me. He's going to have to show me he's better than me. So, those were the comments that the young buck made going into that game. And for the very first time, I actually watched footage of this guy playing. I had never paid any, he was never on my radar, right? Because there's a lot of reasons why I won't get into that. But anyway, he wasn't on my radar. So I started to watch the highlights, right? I first watched the highlights of the Lakers blowing a 17-point lead, which we'll probably get to a little bit later on today. But anyway, I watched that, and I started to watch individual highlights of this guy play. Let me tell you something. I didn't pay attention to him, right? And he finished this game. Let's pull up the box score here. This guy finished the game with, what was his numbers? He finished the game with 23 points, which is fine. In 34 minutes, he shot 45% from the field. He took a good amount of shots, 22 shots. He was 37.5% from the three, which is good, 3 of 8. He didn't attempt any free throws in the game. Maybe that's something he's going to incorporate into his basketball game, learning how to draw fouls as he gets more seasoned. Got you 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and only 2 turnovers. Now, what's interesting about this? What's noteworthy about this? What's noteworthy is that he had this performance going into a game where he's going to be facing the face of the NBA and LeBron. That's one thing. Number 2, you also have to factor in the fact that if he went in to that game and didn't have a successful outing, people are going to roast him and toast him, especially people in the media, people that are going to support, like, hey, that's why you should never talk to, don't talk trash to one of the greats and all. So there was that. So for him to go in there, talking all that junk, and to back it up was pretty amazing. Now, some people have said that you don't want to make too much of this quote because there's another quote where he said LeBron is the greatest of all time. I was looking for that quote. I can't find it. But some people are saying that. Now, back to this basketball game, and then I'll get to the other part of this show here. So I was watching these highlights of this guy play. First time I've ever seen him play. And let me tell you something. Let me see what his height is. I just want to be sure if I can find his height. Let me just pull it up. Benedict Mathurin. How tall is this guy? He must be, let me see how tall he is. He must be around 6'7" or something like. Matter of fact, let me just check real quick here. I got to know how tall this guy is because watching him yesterday, he seemed pretty tall. I just want to be sure. He looks like he's about 6'7" or thereabout. I just want to be sure. Let me check on NBA.com. This guy is how tall? He is 6'5". Okay, I was wrong. 6'5". Maybe because he's slim and he's lanky, it makes him look a little bit taller. But anyway, I was watching the highlights yesterday and watching this guy play. Let me tell you what I noticed about his basketball game. I haven't watched too much of him, but number one, he has great length with his body. He's lanky. He has a very good looking jump shot. A very, very nice, sweet stroke. And he looks like somebody that, for a rookie to have been able to develop an outside shot this early, but also be a very crafty slasher to the basket, I thought that was very impressive. Another thing I noticed about his jump shooting was that he had very good balance. If you watch him shoot, he has great balance with his release, and he has a high release point, fantastic follow through. And the way that he moved was so smooth, right? I was like, okay, this is somebody to pay attention. The guy, he got game. This kid got game, and he's somebody I'm going to be paying attention to moving in, going into the future. He can ball. Shout out to him. He can ball. But anyway, back to the game. Now, obviously, he outscored LeBron in that game, but obviously nobody's going to jump up and start saying that he's better than him. But what we did put up on our channel before this show started was we actually put up a poll where we asked our audience if they thought that his comments were disrespectful, or it was just that he just had a lot of confidence in himself. And then about 1,000 people voted, and about 76% of them said that the kid is confident. 24% said that he was being a little bit disrespectful. But to me, it's very interesting, to see how this rookie can come into the NBA with that level of confidence and to go with the best player. That's like, I'm not being like, I don't want to hype it up too much, but that's like some Kobe Bryant junk right there. Like, Kobe was coming into the NBA and he was like, yo, I want to go with Jordan. Now, obviously, Jordan was a better basketball player than him. But the fact that he had the confidence to want to go at him was pretty remarkable. And looking at his game, the style of his game, when you look at Kobe, who was trying to patent his game after MJ, you could see that he was trying to show MJ that he's worthy of him kind of being his mentor, right? A mentor to him. So you could see how it would make sense for Kobe to try to develop a relationship with Michael Jordan. Obviously, there's a famous video of Kobe walking up to him in the All-Star game, asking him, how does he feel, the defender behind him? And he said, you feel him with your leg, all of that. So Jordan kind of, assisted Kobe in something. This is something Kobe admitted many times. In the case of him and LeBron, I don't see any similarities in their basketball game. So I don't think he was trying to get close to LeBron to pick LeBron's brain and to give him that. But to me, it was, I was very surprised that he went on LeBron. Like, I was very, now obviously, LeBron is 37 years old, right? So if he's going to go with a younger LeBron, I'm sure a younger LeBron would have played a lot better. And I've seen some young bucks try to go with LeBron, younger guys, and he's put them he has put them in their place. I've seen that before. I can't remember any specific names, but I've seen it before in the past. But to see this kid do that, shout out to him, man. So the question to the audience is, first of all, what did you think about his performance? And number two, do you think he was being disrespectful or he was just very confident? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you all on the next show. Peace.